Hello friends, this is tutorial number 4 in this Scala programming language tutorials. In this tutorial we will talk about incrementation, decrementation and about math operators. Okay, now let's create one variable. It will be a variable x, will be equals to 10. Okay. And we didn't define which type it is. We defined as a 10, and it will be automatically recognized as an integer. Okay, and now if we want to print line our variable, we will get at the output. Just a second, I deleted, I wanted to save it. And if we run, of course we will get our x, which is 10 and which is integer. And here if we can use x equals x plus equals 3. That means that we will increment our x by 3. And if we print now, we will get 13 because we define x as a 10, and here we increment x by 3. And as output we printed x, which is now 13 from this line of code. Of course we can increment by 6, and if we increment 10, it is 10, and when we increment by 6, the result will be 16. Of course, if you like more, you can use classic way. This is incrementation. If you like more, you can use classic way, x equals x plus 6, and result will be the same. Okay, the same thing as we did with incrementation, we can use decrementation. Okay, we will, instead of plus, we will use minus. And now if we run, okay, x equals to 10, and we decrement our x by 6, the result will be 4. Okay, and of course we can use x minus equals to 6, or now we can use 5. The result will be 5. Okay, you can do incrementation and decrementation. You have two ways. You will select which one you prefer most. Okay, and that's about incrementation and decrementation. We will use it, but I just wanted to know the basics about it. And now we will talk about a little about operators. Okay, we comment these two lines of code. Let's define variable epsilon equals to, okay, it can be 7. And now let's define variable, okay, of course we define epsilon equals to 7. It's automatically recognized as integer, and we need a variable z. Okay, we need to define z will be equals to x plus epsilon, and we want to print variable z. Okay, we saved, and if we print, okay, we have variable x is 10, which is integer, and epsilon equals to 7, both are integers, and their addition of these two elements will be variable z, and we want to print our z, and the result will be, here is the number 17. Okay, to look more prettier, we can just type as a text s, and we can type z equals, and we will delete from here. We will use dollar curly braces just to practice this a little. Let's save, and we will have now z equals to 17, which is good. And if we change, this is addition, and we can define as a subtraction, and if we run now, okay, we will have z equals to 3, because 10 minus 7 is a 3. Also we can use multiplication, we will get result 70, and also we can use division with slash, and let's see the result. I don't know in okay. It will be one. One is a result. One is a result because we we use division of two integer. It is 1 point, but we use integer. Okay, let's redefine. We can use double, or okay, or here we define. Okay, we can use double. And we will define here we use double, and here and now it will be recognized as a double, and epsilon will be equals to 7d. But it will also be, you just, if you want to double to be recognized, you need to do this. You need to define double, or you need to put a d behind a number. Of course, you can use, sometimes I'm using both. Okay, you will see, but it is up to you what what you will gonna use. Now if we want to run, and automatically we have x is a double, epsilon is a double, and z also will be recognized as a double. And okay, here is the result, 1.40. Okay, but also we will I will show you later how to use decimal, how we can limit this to lesser decimals. But okay, in this lesson we will work just with operators. But as you can see, double we use double for some precisely counting. Okay, now let's redefine. We can just comment this now, and we can redefine our epsilon. Epsilon equals to, okay, it will be 16d. It is a better, it will be double, and it will be 16. Now what can we do here? Let's print a line. We want to print line, but we will not just print epsilon. We want to print, we will use math operators. Math, and we use dot, and we will select operation that we want to use. First, let's use pow. Okay, pow, it can give us square, cube, number, whatever we want. It will be epsilon multiplied with epsilon. Okay, if we define epsilon, we need to define variable, and we need a number. And if we type 2, it will be square of number epsilon. Let's save and let's run. Okay, it's 256, double of course. And also, if we want to calculate cube number, it will be cube number of number 16. Let's save. Okay, and here it is, 4096. This is okay. This for me, it's important to explain you how can you use pow. But I will see now. I use 5. Maybe we will overrun. Okay, it will be okay. 16 multiplying with 16 5 times, it will give us, okay, 1,048,576. Okay, just wanted to show you how you can use okay, and of course you can calculate a square of the variable epsilon equals, for example, epsilon multiplied with epsilon. But I think it's better to use matpow. And let's comment this. Now we also, let's print line. Just a second. Let's print a line. I use just a print. I need print a line. It will be math dot squared, and we will use a variable epsilon, and it will just it will just calculate the square of the number epsilon, and which will be 4, because we have number 16 which is double, and squared will be 4. Just want to okay, if you have some integer, for example, maybe it's better to show you now. Okay, we have just here double. Let's create one integer. It can be x. It will be, but we need to comment this x, and also we will comment this here. Okay, we just left epsilon. We have variable x, and equals to, it can be 2. And now if we type, we want to redefine x equals, it's recognized as an integer, x equals to, and we can use to redefine, we will use a pow, met.pow, and we can use x and number 3. Okay, and if we want to calculate, we will get an error. Why we will get error? Because when we use met.pow, maybe it's a better to, it will be automatically recognized as a double. Okay, and if we want to use, but our variable is integer, we can use int value, and we will get integer. Maybe it's a better to and now let's print a line x, and Control save, and we will get as you can see. But now we just a second, let's just comment this previous, and let's just print okay, and we get cube number of number x, which is 2 multiplied with 2 is 4, and multiplied with 2 is 8. And if we want just a square of our number, we will get number 4. Just I wanted, okay, I certainly will could explain you later, but it maybe is better now. When you want to use pow, square, or some of these operations, and you have variable of integer, you can use int value. But maybe when you will do this kind of operations, maybe it's a better to use double. Of course, we can convert double to int and vice versa. Okay, now we can simply comment this. Let's left just our epsilon variable, and it's a 16, and we can change to negative number. It can stay 16, and it will be 0.43. Okay, it will be better. And now we want to print line. We will use met dot, let's use abs of element epsilon. Abs is absolute value. It can be very useful, and we certainly will use this abs when comparing some things, and it will give us absolute value of element of variable epsilon, which is minus 16.43. And if we print now, we will get 16.43, because it is an absolute value of absolute value cannot be negative number, and it will just convert this negative number to a positive. Okay, and now we also, I can show you. We have it's minus 0.643. We can print a line. Again, we can use met, and to convert to integer, we can use ceil. Also, and we will get an integer. But okay, we use first. I will show you with seal. We will when we print this, we will get next integer, but maybe it's a better to use. I will use here positive number to you understand more easily. Or okay, it can be negative and to use, but it's better to change to positive number. And let's say okay, we have number 16.43, and we use math.seal. We will get integer, but we will get next integer. We will get next integer. It will be double. To be more precise, it will be double, but it will be next without decimal. It will be 0.0. Okay, it will not be real number. Okay, and if we also can use. Okay, we will not delete. I will show you just a difference. Print line. If we use math.floor, and we will use epsilon, it will give us it will delete decimals. It will be 0.0, of course. It's epsilon, but the difference is it will give you a lower value. Okay, this point, it can be of course it's the same thing. If it is 16.99, okay, there it will not gonna change anything. Seal will give us the next number, and floor will be just delete this decimal. It will be 0.0. It will be not it will not be a real number to explain you better. Okay, it will be 17 and 16. Of course, we can use int values to be 17 and 16. Of course, our variable. The problem is our variable now it's a double, and okay. I think that you understand it. And of course, there's a couple more things but for now, it is good to explain you some basics. And I just wanted to show you the better way. Okay, we have these numbers which they are not real, but if we want also to delete in this 0 to have a number. Now I will just show you. We have a round. I almost forgot. We have a round, and it is similar. Just a second, round of element epsilon. Now if we type this, we will get just a second. We forgot one closing bracket. Okay, now it should be good. Now if we type, we will get 70. We will get, okay, it will also delete a decimals and will give us the next number. But what is the difference between seal and round, or between floor and round? Okay, it counts until if we have 16.50, it will be 16.50 will give us 7. I think it will give us 17. Okay, it will give us like an integer. It is an integer, but it gave us next number. And if we type 16.45, we will get number 16. We'll give around. Okay, but give me. It counts until 0.5. For 0.5, 60, 70 will give us the next number, and if it is 16.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, it will give us okay, number 16 will be deleted. It all of them they are deleting decimals, but they okay, seal no matter seal always will give us next number. Floor always just will give us a lower number, but when we delete these decimals, we will of course 16.6 16 is a lesser number than 16.6. Floor will get us down, will give us a lesser number, and around it depends. If it is as you can see 16.49, it gives us 16. 16.50 will give us 17. Okay, this was the basics about math operators. Of course, we will using more of them in the next tutorials. Okay, but for now this is enough. I really hope that you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You have a link in the description, and I will see you in the next tutorial.